Hi everyone, Dr. A here. Just wanted to give you a quick rundown on assignments 10 and 11, what my expectations are of you, and to give you some helpful hints for these assignments. So these assignments are both due as per the usual by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. For number 10, assignment 10, you are going to create a PowerPoint on RTI, response to intervention, and multi-tiered system, so MTSS. And what I'm expecting of you is to use both artifacts and a written explanation of 3 different components. So first, what are the components of RTI and MTSS? Give me a quick rundown. You can use pictures. That could be your artifacts. You can use poems, songs, soundtrack, whatever you want. Just make sure it's not just a written explanation, that you're kind of putting some more stimulation on your PowerPoint presentation. So what are the components? Give me a brief explanation of all your components. Demonstrate that you know what they are, and you should get full credit. What is the purpose of RTI and multi-tiered system? Again, demonstrate that you understand what the purpose is. You can give me examples. Don't just copy anything word for word. From now on, if I see anybody copying word for word, I'm going to contact you based on the university laws for plagiarism. So please do paraphrase. It's not a difficult task. Just take what they're saying and put it into your own words. It'll help you understand better anyway. So be sure to paraphrase, and then you can bring in examples. And the last component is, what questions do you still have, or do you have about RTI or multi-tiered system? And you're going to upload your presentation to the discussion board, and you are going to respond to at least one peer using the dialogue toolkit. Please do respond to peers. A lot of you are missing out on these points. It's not a hard thing to respond to a peer. Make sure that you're using the correct structure and your response has some meat in it. Don't just say I agree and that's it. Make sure that it's a good chunky response, and it's using the dialogue toolkit rubric. All right, for assignment 11, this is a differentiated instruction assignment. So I'm asking that you read the case study. It's a brief case study. And after you read the case study and look at the sample of written work, you are going to discuss the following points. How can you differentiate instruction for the student? And what adaptive technology could you use? So when I'm saying adaptive technology, I'm referring to certain assistive technology tools or services that would help this student in the areas of need. So there's specific areas of need. Please be sure that you are just using the information that I've given you, and that you don't try to diagnose this student. I've had several students in the past who have gone beyond what I provided, and that is dangerous for us to try to diagnose students without having the proper data. So based on the data that I gave you, there are specific problems. Okay, these are the problems that you are going to focus on. If I'm talking about writing, then I'm assuming that you are going to differentiate instruction and use assistive technology to help the child write better. Not that you will focus on listening comprehension when listening comprehension was not even mentioned. Okay, so be sure that you're using the data that I gave you as a hint, as a helpful guide in how to differentiate instruction for this student. So you are going to, how can you differentiate instruction for this student, and what adaptive technology could you use? And then you're going to design a learning experience or unit to help the student above improve his writing skills using differentiated instruction. So I'm expecting that the learning experience is going to be targeting the areas of need that the student has, the areas that need extra support, and then you can integrate assistive technology into that learning experience as well. And you're going to turn that into Dropbox. No need to respond to any peers for that assignment. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, please do contact me.